Hello everybody and welcome back to seriously regretting doing certain voices. Anyway.
Now please be more certain when you testify.
Yes, sir!
You claim the man who brandished the knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you were positive it was him.
About these lockers, is there no other way to open them? No, sir! I myself tried all kinds of methods in the past. They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir! I wonder what kind of methods he's tried.
If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to.
Exactly my point, sir! And this too! How do you know that information? I've heard rumors, sir! From people in the know, sir! People in the know? Workers in the department cafeteria, sir! They keep me informed! They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir! Oh, Laura! Oh.
For the record, the open locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source. So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint.
However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face. Sir! If I may say something, sir!
Please do. After all, you are the one being examined.
I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir! I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir! We never dusted the knife for prints. Fuck.
We couldn't.
My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir!
Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie. That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it. It's right. Let's check the court record again.
Is there a problem with the security video? There's a problem.
Usually.
Regarding the video contained in this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange.
Strange?
This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman.
What? The video contains such a contradiction? Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
Heads I win, tails you lose.
I propose we have the defense point out to us alleged contradiction in the video. The fact that he disappeared.
And he's wearing gloves. How could he open it? How could he read fingerprints if he would have gloves? Save just in case.
Yeah, like, he never exited. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. Oh, now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us the contradiction you speak of.
I have to point out a problem in the video? This is the first time I've ever had to do that.
You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing.
Please don't play it too many times! I can't stand watching this video! How did this guy ever become a police officer?
And now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction that indicates this man may not have been Detective Goodman?
Oh, God. Ah, okay. He's wearing gloves, though. You can see it.
Yeah.
The thing that's strange about this video would have to be, this?
Hold on a second. I need to use my eye drops. Well, I don't get it.
Would you mind if I borrowed your eye medicine?
Don't look at me with those bleary eyes. Before you get your eyes too teary, perhaps you should think this through again.
Now what do I do? Very well, let's try this again. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, the contradiction.
Let's fast forward.
Wait a minute, it's already open! The light is already on! The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this! Officer Meekins. Sir! Do you mean me, sir? As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. Oh, God. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint if it's a match. The light turns on, and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir! If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. Yeah! It was already unlocked. I fucking wish this would stop soon. Da 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 da. I'm going to run insane. When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind to a little earlier. Oh my God!
What's wrong, Jay? You don't like the blue badger?
No. Here, notice the light?
What's this? It's already lit.
Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Ah!
Order, order. What's the meaning of this?
It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime.
But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked. So I know it must have been broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction. Oh well, it just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. Right. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation?
Me, Your Honor?
Yes, why wasn't the locker locked?
Me, Your Honor? Excuse me. Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator?
Huh? Oh, maybe something like jam the system sensor?
Something jam the sensor? Say. There's something else that seems out of place in this video.
Yeah, I thought so too. There's gotta be another clue somewhere in this footage. Very well, let's inspect the video once more. The locker wasn't locked, Mr. Wright. Please point out the cause for this. Oh yeah, we saw something fall out when he opened it.
Yeah, you're right. Is that a
The
hand?
glove.
The glove. Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier.
The music's not there.
Oh
Good
my
job, man.
God!
You're welcome.
This glove ain't getting no love.
What's this? Something white fell out of the locker.
But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are opened. I often fall out and roll great distances when I open the car door. we can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with.
Well, what do you mean?
The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door?
Inserted? Like we see...
This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me.
But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door.
To be honest, I kind of like it sometimes. It feels really good. And then I get like all
Bailiff, shut him up. Not only that, it would also have to block electrical current.
Like a thick rubber glove?
A thin rubber glove. It would need to be an insulated. Yes, an insulated. But at the crime scene.
Wait a minute. She was wearing rubber surgical gloves.
Yes.
Like these? Extremely thin rubber gloves.
Yeah.
There just might have been something that fits the description. But sir, by insulator, you don't mean... I think I finally got this figured out.
Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was this insulator that was stuck in the locker door?
Oh.
Take that!
I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove.
But we can't be sure that was the victim's locker.
It has a tag that says SL9 incident.
Yeah.
The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Ah, he admitted it. Kill him.
Bailiff, arrest that man.
Is this not so, Officer Meekins? Sir! It appears so, sir!
Order! Order! So are we to believe then that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman? Do not be misled, Your Honor. What do you mean, Miss Redworth? The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility, and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this.
What?
Officer Meekins, please testify about this.
Sir! Me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh! You mean that, sir? Oh, of course, sir. Is this a joke?
Very well, begin your testimony.
Mystery Man 2. Oh, God. Electric Boogaloo. There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, a detective had used this card. The card
ID
that
card
was...
record. I see.
Wait a minute. Let's see, what time was this at? So let's see, Bruce Goodman at 5:14 p.m.
And then Mike Meekins immediately afterwards.
5:12. So that doesn't add up because he got there, they were already in the trunk. That doesn't add up at all.
That's the parking stop, not the,
Yeah, but that's 5:12. That's 2 minutes before Bruce Goodman's card was used here. See?
Mm-hmm.
So there's no way. Go ahead.
I have the ID card record here, right here, Your Honor. The ID used at 5:14 is that of the victim. Just before the crime, Ah, yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases could have been due to transfer.
Should have
For
been.
transfer. Why are there so few people using this room? This particular evidence room was only used for storing certain special cases.
Special cases?
Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end.
Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference.
Wait a minute, was a serial killer killing policemen?
Maybe.
There were only a few cases up until transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon. Alright, I see. Now let us move on to the cross-examination. Mr. Wright,
Okay.
you have the right of way.
Save. Okay, let's see. One of the things that proves may as well start pressing everywhere. So unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you? Yes, sir! Solid as a stone, sir! If my hand wasn't wrapped in bandages, I didn't even give the V for victory sign, sir!
Couldn't you just use his right hand for that? Let's hear about fully. As we've seen, one never knows what he might say until the very last second.
Is that card hanging from your neck one of these ID cards? Yes, sir! This card right next to my Cubs, sir! I keep it right here so I won't ever forget it! But what if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that? Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Maybe when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out of my car? Well, the remaining time, it's my ID card that gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID card chokes me. I kind of like it, you know, it's a little, it's like it's called like a space chokey. And then, like, your head gets all funny. And then, like, I mean, some people die if they're not careful about it. Maybe I should say this one loud.
At any rate, each police officer has only one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this. Please proceed with your testimony.
When I there's a record of it. Yep. Let it be noted that this is the record the witness referred it to.
Let me see. Yes, that would be it. Detective Goodman.
What's the matter?
According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here.
Oh, fuck! Right, forgot that. Oh.
So it is, Your Honor.
Not that prosecutor again. Hey, maybe he's behind all this. Being a prosecutor, he could hide the evidence. Mommy, is that man in blue? Wait a minute! Why? Why me? What did I do? You got the wrong color, kid.
The inquiry committee will want to speak to you again today. I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. For now, let us continue with this cross-examination. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. It must be so difficult for him. Why'd you have to bring that up?
Time of the crime, the detective had used his card. Hold on, though. Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. Yes, sir! He didn't show me any ID card, sir! Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. But maybe he just panicked! Everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out.
Mr. Wright, what do you think?
I'm confused.
What?
The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this.
You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we got.
Okay, well, obviously it's the thing... I mean, I have my idea where it's like the time discrepancy. One must use their ID card. Time of the crime. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, if all this happened... Wait a minute. Yeah, if this happened at 5:14, and it would take him an hour and a half to bleed out, there's no fucking way. Right?
An hour and a half of...
mean, there's a few options here, so let's just try
Hour
this.
half of 4 p.m.
Fuck.
Nope.
Well, alright, that's all the time we have for today, so thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.
Adios.